Hello everyone, we're continuing on with Valhalla, and I'm sorry if I sound a little bit sick during this. I was getting a cold in the process of playing this game. But today's drink, if you can see on the right there, is my water bottle. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Thursday, December 15th. Good evening. Right there. Oh, Alma. I was expecting the bar to be different before opening hours, but I guess it's just the same tired thing. Alma? Ah, Leonidas. That must be Marcelo. I stumbled across her on my way in and asked her if she wanted to tag along. Hope you don't mind. Sure. Make yourself at home. Where's Boss? She didn't put the helmet on again, did she? Gillian says she went out for a bit. I don't know what for, but she'll be back. Alright. Alma, make yourself comfortable while I prepare. Right. Thanks. Sure. Why not? I'm a mix drinks and change lives. What was that? Alma says. Just something they made me say back in instruction. Kind of stuck. Huh? I went to a school that made us stand up with our hands on our backs when someone came in. That habit didn't rub off until high school or so. Yeah, it's kinda like that. Oh yeah, look at this. A glass with a signature? Alma asks. I'll assume it's either an autograph or an impromptu medicine recipe. That Kiramiki girl came here yesterday before her concert, actually. Oh yeah. Now I see her name. Jill says, you don't seem very surprised. Alma says, I like B-Link more, actually. The stoic looking duo, right? Yep. Those. Seems you had a better day than mine yesterday. I had a breakup with Damien. I see. You want a drink? You don't seem very surprised. Alma, we've known each other for what? A few months now? I'd be interested if those relationships of yours went further than a week or two. You say you broke up, but there's usually not enough time to foster something to break. It's more like, the guy wasn't what I wanted, so I stopped flirting. Whoops. Alma says, you could pretend to be more interested, you know. Like my mom says, if I don't buy it, it's because I know the product. Oh. Speaking of buying, do you want a frame? Yeah, for all these pics you have of your boss. Oh, that one. The one's filling your phone's memory. Phone seems sneakily taken at that. Okay, she's, really into her boss. That true? Gillian asks. Do you care? How the hell did you find that out? Oh, so it is true. Shut up. Oh, Alma's a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. Oh, I really like this one of her sleeping in her office. I think I'll copy it. Oh. Hey, can you make me a bad touch before we keep arguing? Sure. Bad touch? What a name for a drink. Here. Who gives these drinks their silly names? Usually the one who registers it. Some people have quite the silly sense of humor. Like that girl who keeps laughing over this particular drink's name? You mean Jill? Yeah. So, who's Damien again? The one with the nice car, she says. Sure. He's also the manager at the bank. But that car was what caught my eye. Huh. And what was wrong with him? Turns out he was a LARP Huh? LARP? Oh, it says he was a live-action role-playing person. Sounds more like the nickname of some very heavy-handed writer or a military organization, Bill says. What did he roleplay as? Have you heard of the Woodstock fairs? Those events where people barely dress, sink, roll in the mud, and fudge in the open? Oh. He says yes, those are hippies, yeah. He frequents those, and it's something I'd rather not deal with at all. If I stayed with him, I'd eventually have to. I mean, I need to support my partner in what he does, but if it's something like that, I can understand that. Especially if, the mud carries into the house or apartment. Jill says, you see, that's the problem right there. You say breaking up like you had something formal, but most of the time, you're still getting to know him. Think about it. Have you ended your longest lasting relationships with things like those? Alma says, okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever, but I'm still sorely disappointed. And at least I'm trying to get some action. When was the last time you spent the night with someone else? Okay, we're just throwing punches. Last night with the cat. I knew it. A year ago, it was messy. Alma says, see, I have no idea how you deal with that. If I were you, I would have pushed Fudge Boy over there into a closet ages ago. Apparently Gillian's a Fudge Boy or F-Boy. People have different needs and priorities. Yes, but don't you miss having the warmth of someone else at your side? Alma says, using them as a pillow, mixing your perfume with theirs, putting your head on their chest, listening to them breathe as they pet your head, dozing off knowing they're there, watching you, protecting you. Jill? And Jill says, anything I can make you to shut up and drink? I'll have you know that my Uncle Juan taught me ventriloquism when I was 12. Drinking won't stop me from talking, or making tasteless puns for Aunt Rosa. Bill, give me something weird, would you? Ventriloquism. Weird? What's a weird drink? Something different, experimental, uncommon. I might just do this because it's a funny name. Brevis Spike. That sounds funny. Don't know if she'll like this drink. Here you go. Oh, she said it looks pretty common. Oh, she didn't like it, so I don't get a tip. Whatever. Your orders are weird today. Emma says, they are? Yeah, usually the first thing you ask for is a brandtini, and then something like a cobalt velvet or something similar. Alma says, well, I sometimes feel like I need something different. Part of the reason you left this Damien is because he was too deep into routine. Maybe. Hey, speaking of routines, as a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? She was the one that we saw the article of earlier. We're in our room, looking at the phone. That's the silence of somebody who heard something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant the speech they've prepared just for occasions like this. Alma says, as always, very perceptive of you. Decades ago, there was this group of people that hacked simple sites with an agenda. Can't remember what they used to call themselves. I just remember that it was petty vandalism. Anyway, everyone that participated started using the same name. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist identity. The whole Alice Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of that. It's what happens when that idea reaches its breaking point and goes mainstream. It is no longer a group, but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything anyone does. Serving, tolerating no one but itself. A lot of bullshit for what's essentially a pet the press made up. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman, you must. He says, don't care, don't know. I mean, we have seen the actions of such an entity, but it might be anything. An individual, a group, an AI. That's not taking into account all the copycats and pranksters using the name. So, Alice Rabbit is a thing that exists, but it's also really muddled overall. There's something else that worries me though. That kind of story always catches the attention of kids and such. They start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risks or consequences. Just trying to follow along with whatever a group does if they're interested in it. Imagine if suddenly a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me, and it's thanks to that damned Alice Rabbit thing. But enough of that. There's a more pressing matter at hand. Oh. Alma says you've been delaying my invitations for hanging out sometime. Do you hate me that much, Jill? Does my presence make you that uncomfortable? Jill says, no, Alma reacts as saying that she's just gonna crash into Jill's apartment. That way you can't say no. Maybe I'll also crash for the night. We could have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories all night, shower together. Well, you need some human work in that place. Oh, okay, Jill. Your tits alone would fill my entire bathroom. Man, you react too nonchalantly. It's no fun, Alma says. React a little bit. Let me tease you for a second. And she doesn't like being teased. I can understand that. Alma says, in all seriousness, though, any particular reason you keep turning down my invitations? I mean, it's not a date. I just want to have a conversation with you outside these four walls. I'm not a morning person. That's your response, Joe? I registered for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. Alma says, the earliest I've asked you out is 10 a.m., That's early morning. I mean, a lot of people like to wake up, afternoon. Jill says, it's not that I don't want to hang out. I just don't want to wake up early. She's hopeless. Anyways, another drink. A big brandini. Yes. Don't worry, Jill, I got you. I think I didn't make sure that you were going to be focused. Don't worry, I remember. I didn't buy what you wanted. Alma says, Jill, do you advocate that bullshit about size not mattering? Because this better be some concentrated shit to justify its teeny size. Oh, I gave her a regular one and not a big one. I forgot. Oopsies. Don't you worry about what the people you work for might be doing with the information you provide? Alma says, not really. You don't? Do you worry about what happens when people leave this place drunk? I said, not really. Well, neither does she. Jill asks if, she gets people drunk, if Alma gets people drunk. Alma says, some say my beauty is intoxicating, but that's besides the point. Get my payment, do my job, and forget about the whole thing. Does make her job seem easy. Once you understand what precautions to take, it's no problem. And I've always found my job fun. However, most of my contracts are consultancy-based gigs. It's not like every day is a thrill. Yeah. Do you meet the clients? He says, I don't, and it's always from behind as many filters as I can imagine. Or I can manage. I remember I once did a job where I had a couple of kids relaying letters. For security reasons? Alma says, actually, because that way I lose a lot less time. I don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job's done. I also don't have to lose time proving my worth because big boobs equals a small brain or some shit like that. I mean, protecting my identity is one of the reasons. The few times I've shown myself, they weren't even risky or dangerous jobs, just run-of-the-mill security checks. I don't know. Maybe I need to show up as a disheveled nerd or something. Give them what they expect to see. Or I just don't show up and save myself the trouble. Why all the questions? It says, those things I've been curious about and always forget to ask. So many Alice Rabbit headlines have made me wonder about the hacking business too. Oh, I'll remember to ask you things next time then. Well, I leave. Oh, someone else is here now. That was really fast. Hello, sugar. Ow. Oh, Mr. Donovan. Let's go. Like my pop used to say, never touch the ass of a woman with a metallic arm. Okay. You just tried to slap Dana, the boss? This says, I think it's more like plastic and carbon fiber. Donovan says they're hard as fudge, and that's all my abdomen felt. Do you normally treat people that way? Mr. Donovan says, I'm a man that can't contain himself when he sees something he likes, kid. Oh, but don't worry, you're safe. You're flatter than the field at my summer house. Ooh, that's rude. A bit of advice. You shouldn't provoke the one serving you drinks or food. Very correct. Don't be offended, kid. You have your audience, I'm just not part of it. Today, I'm making this a quick one. Gotta tend to business in a while. Having said that, I'll just have the usual. Alright. A big beer. So, what brings you here today, Mr. Donovan? He says, that girl I interviewed yesterday is coming again in a couple of weeks. So, I was working to clinch an exclusive interview. Did you succeed? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm Donovan D. Dawson. I always get what I want. Sure, I had to blackmail the editors of other outlets, but in the end, result is what matters. Blackmail. You'd be surprised at the kind of stuff you find out when you get the right people drunk. Hey, the signature on that glass over there. Oh yeah. Oh, that big-titted Lillim was here? Yeah, she came yesterday before her concert. Mr. Donovan asks, anything juicy come out of her visit? Anything gossip-worthy? Anything that's tabloid-worthy? Oh, come on, there has to be something. Joe says, well, her love for what she does is so honest and pure that anyone who tries to ruin it should be ashamed. Don't give me that shit. Throw me a bone here. Anything, Mr. Donovan says. Joe says, I really got nothing. Everyone has a price. How much for you to spill the beans? He says, I'm serious here. She said nothing that could be used against her, or that you didn't already know. Oh, fine. Hey kid, do you think Lillim have nipples? I mean, I'm sure they do. Okay, you've seen a couple of cornos. Okay, that can be modded. So yesterday, while interviewing the singer Lillim chick, I kept wondering if her boobs had nipples. I mean, I'd be fine without them, but the curiosity is killing me. You have a lot of interesting thoughts in your head. I need you to keep it to yourself. But I'm even more curious about the engineers that designed them. Yeah, can you picture a room full of people discussing whether or not I mean, the boobs look on a Lillim? If they look good, I guess people because they're a design. I would assume they got together and had to think of the design. Mr. Donovan says a bunch of guys, an engineer, wondering if the latest models, under areas are good enough. He says, man, God bless those sons of bees. Okay, well, changing the topic, is there any interesting preview for tomorrow's interview? Or tomorrow's news? Mr. Donovan says, you expect me to share my information when you wouldn't share your scoop on the singer. Yeah, if there's nothing to share, what can we do? Mr. Donovan says he's gonna be a good citizen today and let that pass. Have you heard of a group called the Harbingers? Nope, not at all. There's some group wanting to overthrow the White Knights. I read their manifesto in the bathroom once. Interesting piece and even better makeshift toilet paper. They talk about how the organization is corrupt, full of mob bosses or something like that. Well, what about them? Mr. Donovan says they sent a message to some outlets saying they have proof of their claims, but they're gonna release it to the public tomorrow. Maybe that would be interesting to see tomorrow. Alright, and now he wants a bleeding chain. And poor Jill's not focused at all. I did not satisfy her needs of buying stuff. So, I've heard this is Dana Zane's bar. Is it true? Mr. Donovan asks. Yep, yeah it is. Never thought I'd hear about the undefeated of the West again. More so after that incident with the bears. Where is she? She had an incident with the bears? And she's out running errands. 6 years ago, a cash-strapped Dana Zane entered an underground ring for money. Faced 10 enraged grizzly bears. She beat them all without killing them. I heard she set them free afterwards, too. Oh, that's cool. Oh, and he was drunk and bored. So he was there. Do you know if she lost her arm there, Jill asks. He says, I can't remember. Too drunk. Maybe she had her prosthetic then, too. I heard someone there suggest that she lost it after throwing a baseball out of some stadium. Threw it so hard, her arm fell off. Whoa. It's kind of hard to do, right? But that sounds more like an unsubstantiated rumor. Or something she could have made up. Well, gotta go. Next time you see Dana, thank her for winning me my second yacht. Damn, he bid on her and got lots of money. Oh, it's break time already. Hopefully I have enough money because I didn't get extra tip. Not keeping the same music. Ah, boss, you're back. Yeah, sorry about not being here earlier. What were you doing? Says I had a brief meeting with my BTC regional manager. Oh, is everything alright? As alright as it can be, Dana says, considering that we're closing eventually. What will happen then? Dana says, I don't know. Brian said that we'll be safe for a few months while the paperwork is filed and everything's being put in order. I was also talking to him about you. Yeah, Dana says. I was telling him to do whatever it takes to ensure you don't spend too much time without a job. If possible, to reassign you ASAP after closing. We're closing already? He says, hey, if it helps, Brian might be the angriest of us all. They want to close the only bar in the whole area that hasn't given me any headaches, he said. True, but what about Gil? He's the one that worries me the most, actually, Dana says. He's kind of working using he's working using the credentials of another guy that was working here before. Oh. The one who bought a levitation potion and then threw himself off a building. So he bought a levitation potion, tried to jump off the building, and then proceeded to fly away. Bill says you use weird euphemisms, boss. Anyway, he's dead. Is he dead? Oh, oops. Okay. Continuing on, Dana says, I find it hard to believe that Gil will find another job after all this. Who exactly is he? Dana says, I have an idea of who he is, but I'm still putting the pieces together. Anyway, back to work. Imminent closure is no excuse to slack off. Yes, sirree. Oh, he heard the whole entire conversation. We got another new customer. This place looks familiar. Oh, cool. That is a cool design with the rotating eye. Or spinning eye, I mean. Excuse me, is this the Valhalla bar? It is indeed. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh god, what is Say planning now? Oh, she knows the White Knight. Excuse me? That lady says, I want a drink whose name was changed after many women protested. Can you get me that? I want a drink whose name was changed. I don't know which one it is. Okay, well, I think it's the piano man that became... Is it this one? It's either this one or the other one. Oops. I may have gotten the wrong name. Okay, so I got the wrong one, but that's okay. Lady says my name's in the payment registry. Bill says Stella Oshie. Is that right? Why not just tell me directly? Stella says, yeah, I know her. She's been here before, yep? Yep. In fact, I'm glad you know her because she left us here last time. Her helmet. Oh god, so she left her helmet behind again? It's not the first time. Stella says, our helmets have been picked up by all sorts of people in the last 3 months. Valets, nurses, morticians, fire jugglers. Interesting. She's been lucky enough to always leave it with people who return it at least. That is a lot of people. Stella says, Say's as much of a sociable girl as she is a total klutz. At least when she's not being serious. She's very competent when she puts her mind to it. Okay. Well, did she recommend you this place? Jill asks. And Stella says, I'm just waiting for her here. Hey, is that Kira Miki's autograph on the glass? So they all noticed. Nice conversation starter for sure. Asks how'd I get it? Well, she stopped here yesterday before the concert. Ooh, she must really like Kira Miki. I mean, she's shy about it as well. Yeah, is a nice girl indeed. Stella says, yep, the star-like signature is hers. So, your name's Jill then? Yes, it is. Ain't this nice? Here you go. Oh, so she does really like her? And she says, I've only listened to a couple of her songs, honestly. They're catchy, I guess, but that's it. Very shy about liking it, and she is a bad liar. Oh, hello? Where the hell are you? Stella says. Car crash? Oh, you're helping. Will it take long? Yeah, don't worry. That must have been safe for sure. You gonna still wait here for her? And she will. Oh, okay. And she wants another drink, one that was prepared in memory of its creator's dearest friend. I don't know. I don't know what drink it would be. I don't know. Right at all. Yeah, I don't know that one, sorry. Cat boomers. Is that the name of their kind, I guess? Jill says, did you go through the procedure because of a disease or because of the fat? Stella says, I'd rather not talk about that. And your coworker has been acting strange for a while now. Hey Gil, are you okay? Yeah, he's just gonna take his break. He must be allergic to cats. Stella says, yeah. Stare at the cat-eared girl when allergies. Stella says, so, Gil and Jill, isn't that confusing? Sometimes, yeah. Well, hearsay. You took your sweet time. Yeah, sorry. I got caught in rush hour traffic too and figured walking might be faster. Luckily, there was a building with emergency stairs nearby and I climbed down. The emergency stairs? Oh, they have air cabs. I would suggest using ground transportation, but I'm happy to see you put safety first, Stella says. Safety? No. Flying cars are just way cooler. I do agree with Say on that. I still don't understand how they don't give you motion sickness. Say says, if I find out how I avoid it, you'll be the first to know. Anyway, I'll have whatever she orders next. Stella says, I want a drink that has. It says, you're at it again. You and your cryptic orders always leaving us with weird stuff. And she only expects the best. To serve, they need to be able to answer these kinds of orders. She's right, but I also forgot what she said. My short-term memory. Yeah. The first one was definitely my fault. I didn't realize that it said, it was piano woman, not piano man. They says, still, I'm sure you're wearing poor Jill here out with that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna say anything about it. Whatever. Please order something normal. 2 fringe reefers. Like half a glass for each? Is it better if it's 1 for each? Don't worry, you'll see. There you go, 2 fringe reefers. Stella says, this one's for you and this one's for me. You said you wanted whatever I asked for, right? Oh, that way. You could have said so earlier. Hey, so this is where I left my helmet. Thanks. Stella says, you really need to be more careful with your things. Very true. Yeah, but I have spares. Stella says, those spares should be saved for when the one you're using breaks or malfunctions, not when you lose it. Those helmets cost money, She's apologetic about it. Jill's wondering if she should say anything about the boss trying to put it on and getting it jammed. Stella says, speaking of money, you still going to that meeting at the bank tomorrow? Yeah. Is Stella worried? Or Say? She said, I'd be lying to say if I wasn't. And apparently rumors are just rumors. Hopefully this meeting's not bad. They says that they say something might happen at the bank tomorrow, but with all the tension in the air lately, it's hard to know if it's true. As if the fear-mongering wasn't enough, the people have also started spreading baseless rumors. Just yesterday, I had to stop a group of rampaging youngsters that heard the city would be leveled by bombs. Everyone's on edge. Yeah, I know you're worried, but I have to go there. It's orders from the higher-ups. Tell me something. If somebody came after me, do you think they'd stand a chance? Apparently Say is very strong. She does also say, I'll take something to protect myself, to be prepared for anything. Would that make you feel safer? Maybe. I'll tell you what. After I come back, we'll get some ice cream. That way you can vent all your frustrations. and Stella's alright with that. Ice cream is very good. Seems my vehicle is here to pick me up. You coming, Say? And she said, no, I'm gonna stay a little longer. Right, and then she left. She's such a worrywart, he says. That means she cares about you. I never doubted it. Hey, why does my helmet smell like bacon? Oh yeah. Bacon? Not that I mind, I'm just curious. Well, you know how some things absorb the smell of what's nearby? I must have grabbed it from one of the ingredients. Okay, good lie. Do you believe all that stuff about tensions growing and that anarchist group trying to disband the White Knights? Say says, to tell you the truth, I am a bit worried. Even in my division, there's some shady business going on. I don't want to investigate too deeply. That's not good. From what I understand, things like working with human traffickers or drug dealers, letting them act as they please, or as they wish. Some even say the ones that do get apprehended are the ones that have failed them in some way. Stella always says, the White Knights are just glorified mall security. She says that if it's been proven beyond a doubt that some shady business is going on, Zaibatsu Corp's main branch would separate themselves from the whole White Knight division. Something about the Associates' fear of bad PR, resulting in them moving to the BTC. That's a lot of theories going around right now. Kind of worries me though, because I really like my job. And I guess a similar fear exists among the upper ranks. Lately, they seem restless. Uh-oh. That is a lot of politics. He says, it hurts my brain. I just want to rescue people and help them. I just want to do my job without worries about politics of any kind. So what are you going to do at the bank tomorrow? He says, my colonel, right? Is that how you pronounce that? Needed to relay some information to the manager, and I was picked because he trusted me. Well, he said, you're such a simpleton that you never give the wrong message. But that it's his intention that counts. Okay, if you think, his intention is good, then we'll move past. Finally, the Dorothy has come back to Valhalla. Well, there she goes again with her entrances. Oh, come on. You know the audience would have gone wild with that entrance. And besides, you make it sound like you have a full house. Jill says, it's uncommon to see you here 2 days in a row. And Dorothy was saying that she wanted to grab something before her shift started. Oh, grab something before they start grabbing me, you could say. Oops, that's not fun. Hey, you having a drink? Can I buy you one? Why, yes, thank you. Honey, you should follow her example and offer me drinks more often. I don't think Jill would be offering you drinks. So they're gonna have what each other want. So Dorothy's gonna go with the blue fairy. One for each. Blue fairy. And Jill cannot focus. Aged. That's okay for one. And then for they would probably do no alcohol for now. There you go. Two fairies. They says, hey, this is pretty good. And Dorothy says, see, and it's blue like your hair. I knew she got it because it was blue. So what's your name, sweetie? Dorothy asks, and they're introducing themselves, telling each other their say, and Dorothy says, say. And Say says, yes. Say. I knew she was gonna say that. How did I know? Yes. Say. Ay. She wants to know, why did you buy me a drink? And Miss White Knight says, I just thought you were cute as a button. So I want to invite you to join me. Oh. Dorothy says, you have to be the first person to offer me a drink without having an ulterior motive. And that includes F-boy over there. Uh-oh. Alien's always getting the side nudges. Dorothy says, "Trust me, when you work in my kind of field, you learn to read cues from everything. And this girl is simple to a fault." Simple, I guess, to a fault could be bad. Ray wants to know, is that a bad thing or how so? Dorothy says, "You're the what you see is what you get type. That look on your face is of one that simply sees no point in lying. Coupled with the fact that you're here in what looks like your work attire tells me that you're so married to your job that the dirty is too far down your priority list to notice its existence. So, if you invited me to a drink because you found me cute, and that's the extent of it, I believe it." Aw, how nice, yes? Jill says, "You say she's the first one, but what about Deal giving you a ticket the other day?" Who? The little one with the dogs. Is that the one with the corgis? Dorothy says, "No, he doesn't count. He looked like a humanoid mat." What is a humanoid mat? It says, "You seem very perceptive, Dorothy, but I'm not too far behind." What, mat? He says, "I can tell your body is heavily modded with things you shouldn't even have." Uh-oh. She's gonna get arrested. "Your tongue is a BEB-069 with DNA scanning abilities?" Okay. "Your skin is coated with an anti-radiation finish." Radiation does suck. "Your joints are of the premium, extra flexible variety." I think because of what she does for her job. "And the most important thing, your hands." What about her hands? "I don't know how modded your body is under your clothes. The tongue, joints, and skin are merely interesting. But your hands are the MIRD 113 of Rialta Industries. A model designed to shoot Class 5 bullets from its fingertips." Ooh, she's got protection for herself because of her job. Uh-oh. Here goes the white knightness. Hold on. It says, "Clause G of Article 17 in the Augmentations and Modifications Law on the topic of ballistic augmentations. Any humanoid or sapient creature under civilization or under civilian designation that has upgraded any of its person to hold firearms of Class 3 grade or higher will be either commissioned for disarmament or sent to danger zone." Uh-oh. Wanna be in trouble? Oh, Say's not gonna do anything. Oh, she's not law enforcement. That is true. I just do rescue, and even if I was, I'm not on duty right now. I like Say. "I want to know though, why go through that upgrade? A girl's gotta take care of herself, you know? I want to be able to deal with things if they get ugly, and this is the most discreet mod I had. Or at least I thought so." Oh, yeah. Oh, Say's gonna give her advice. Dorothy says, "I guess." Say says, "The reason I could tell it's not your default hand model is your fingertips. The tips are a little bigger to make the canyons fit. You could get a small mod that changes them into disposable tips. Assuming they're being used for self-defense and not regular use, of course." Oh, I see. Alright, we'll say he's going. Oh, and no, she's got something else to say. Oh, for self-defense. If you aim for the arms or legs, once is self-defense. Anything more is assault. Okay, thanks for the tips. Bye. Aw, Dorothy's so sad. Or scared. She thought she was gonna be taken away. They would put my mind on a vacuum cleaner for 30 years. Vacuum cleaner? Who she pays for? Oh. Jill says that's what happens when you underestimate people. Although I'm tempted to ask. About what? DNA reading Tommy? Like, why would you need that for? Very intuitive. Also, it vibrates. Okay. And the joints? Anti-radiation coating? Dorothy says, hey, my skin's my first tool of the trade. I need to take care of it as much as possible. And it makes it feel so soft no matter how much it's been bad. Anyways. We're gonna get past all that. Dorothy says, not really. If Jill asked if she would divinity person. And she said no. But I guess it's a byproduct of dealing with so many people on a daily basis. I also forgot she was on the run. Jill asks, what can you say about me then? Dorothy says, let's see. You're very, very, very sexually frustrated. It's not the act itself, but rather that your partners can't seem to satisfy you on a deeper level. There's an even deeper frustration. Something happened that's blocking you. Maybe there's someone who you know won't return your feelings. Maybe you were hurt in the past. Thus, your demeanor is that of someone who feels like life is playing tricks on her. Like a dog whose owner never really throws the ball. Uh-oh. Maybe getting a little too deep there. Oh boy, did I actually hit the nail on the head? I was making this stuff up on the fly. Oh, that was just rubbish, I say, because it's right 80% of the time. Generic BS, if you will. You'd be surprised at the amount of sexually frustrated people, or of sexual frustration people hold. I can't read you, honey. You're too good at putting on a professional face, but this definitely gives me more insight into you. Lucky. And now she's mad. In the sense of she did not want to be found out. But he says, I am late, but if you'd let me satisfy your frustrations, I could stall for some time. Oh. Okay. Bye-bye. Yeah, artificial intelligence has come rather far, Gillian. One wonders how artificial it remains. Oh, Jill says, shut up. And yeah, looks like the day is finished. But Jill still wants to ask boss because, she's really interested. Based on all the photos and everything. Hey boss. This might seem random, but do you remember the first time I came to the bar? Dana says, when you came to submit your contract? Yeah, why? Says, well, for some reason I've been hung up on it since this morning, and I just realized why. The visage that welcomed me back then was you trying to pull your hand out of a jar. Oh yeah, that. I can't remember what exactly, but something fell inside and I tried to retrieve it. I just kind of put my hand in and it got stuck. It was a friend's jar too, so I couldn't just break it. Hey Gil, how did I get my hand out of that jar? Lillian says, a straw and some butter. Some butter that time and bacon this time for the helmet. Oh yeah, clever solution. That brings me to a random thought. That incident, the helmet yesterday, the many times your foot got stuck on something for stomping it. Boss, why do you get stuck in so many different things? Now that you mention it, I remember this one time she tried to eat a big sandwich and her jaw got stuck. And then there was the incident with the TV. I'll admit my fault with the others, but the TV incident was not my fault. The assembly instructions for that stand should have labeled their Z and S's better. Because sometimes, S's are like boop boop, and sometimes Z's are like boop boop if it's like bubbly, I think. You saw what happened when I switched the S2 piece with the 5Z one. Gillian says, still, Jill's onto something here. Yeah, she is. Now, go clean dishes and leave for today. Jill says, I like to think she'll make an effort now to avoid getting stuck in things. They both want to believe. And I did not get a flawless service bonus because of Jill's subscription got renewed, so she's good to go. And happy birthday. Happy not birthday. Oh, maybe it's her birthday. Alright. Well, that was it for today. I'm gonna try and keep all the days in the same video. I think that works a little better. But let me know what you guys think, and let me know if you guys have a favorite customer so far, or what do you think of the weird stories. Have a great day, afternoon, or night. Bye-bye.